Welcome back. The Innibos National Craft competition returns this year, and entries for the 2019 awards are now open. In its third year, the craft awards keep growing year on year. Last year, over 1,000 entries were received, including genres such as ceramics, wirework, glass blowing and mosaics, just to mention a few. Now, the competition is free to enter, and joining us this morning to share more is Bhuda of Art Aid Africa, who is organizing the competition with Art Aid partner Jan. Well, we welcome Jan Bhuda here in studio. Jan, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you for having me, Pearl.
I firstly want to ask, who is eligible to enter this competition, and what exactly is it that you guys are looking for?
Everyone and anyone who is a South African is allowed to enter the competition. And basically, we're just looking for innovation and excellence in skill.
All right. Are there any specifications in terms of the artwork, in terms of how big it must be or how complex the artwork should be, or is it just any innovation that is an artwork that is masterfully put together?
There are no specifications whatsoever, Pearl. Anything that the artist feels he wants or she wants to do is free to do it. We don't give restrictions as to how big or how innovative one can go. So they can just go big or go home.
Take us through just some of the winners from the previous competitions. What did they produce that really made them be the deserving winners, if I could put it like that?
Okay, in the first year, that's being 2017, our first prize winner was the woodcarver from Cape Town. He produced cows, little miniature cows with wood, which were magnificent, I must say. The excellence in skill there was amazing. And also the other winner was the basket weaver, who from KZN, who weaved a human size basket with grass, Ilala. I think the size, if I'm not mistaken, must have been about your height. The size you will have fitted inside that basket.
That is incredible.
Yes.
Wow. And outside of the prize money, what else do they walk away with?
It's just the prize money. We have 3 prizes that total up to 85,000 rand in cash. The first prize being 50,000 rand for the prize winner, and then the second prize is 20,000 rand cash, and the third prize, 15,000 rand cash.
Sure. And who is part of the adjudication panel?
Just to mention a few, we have the judges who are the well-known people who knows the art and craft in and out. Just to mention a few, we have Mr. Joseph Mate, who's the Director of Crafts in the National Department of Arts and Culture. We also have Mr. Neil Noche from MTN Foundation. He's the curator for the MTN Foundation Art Collection. And also we have Tracy Leach, who is also the curator for Nando's Africa Art Collection.
And you know, when we think of craft in modern world, we think of the likes of Mam Esther Mahlangu, who is a global pioneer right now when it comes to arts and craft. Are you finding that younger people are, excited about doing craft? Are they really bringing fresh ideas? Are they using technology to make their ideas come to life? What are some of the interesting things that you've observed from the young people who enter this competition?
Yes, definitely. Especially last year, we started receiving entrants from mostly young people, and also the exciting part was that we're also receiving entrants from the university graduates who are doing fine arts, just to mention one genre, which shows that it's really spreading. The word is spreading, the competition is getting out there, so people are starting to know about it, and they are taking the opportunity to enter and showcase their excellent talent.
And how much are you hoping to grow in the next coming years? What are some of the things that you guys would still like to do with this competition or include in this competition to make sure that it reaches an even wider array of artists?
We are looking at growing it a little further than it already is. So we like it to grow, obviously. So we wanted to reach the deepest of the rural areas in the country, as is the national competition. So we feel we need to go deeper into marketing it, maybe starting a little earlier. As soon as the one closes, we start advertising the next one and try to go as deep as rural as possibly as we can.
All right, so you guys have made entering much easier this year with the WhatsApp line. Can you explain the process to us and just how people can, enter? Number one, all the mechanics, and number two, how long do entrants have to wait to hear back if the entry has indeed gone through?
Okay, the method of entrance are two, actually three. We have an email system where one who have access to email can email the pictures for the entries on. We also have the WhatsApp and the SMS system, which we try to reach as many people as we can because not everyone has access to internet or to email. So we try to make it as easy as possible for everyone who's willing to enter or who's an artist out there. So it's a SMS, it's a WhatsApp and also an email system.
All right.
And then we have until the 12th of April, that's the closing date to receive entrants, midnight of the 12th of April. Then we have a 30 days grace from the 12th of April. They can wait up to 30 days
before they
so that
hear
the judges
back.
can go through all the entries because we receive a lot. As you have mentioned earlier, that last year we received more than 1,000 entries. So if they don't hear any response from the judges after 30 days from the closing date, then they should know that unfortunately they didn't make it to the shortlist.
All right, fantastic. Jan, thank you so much for the time and all the best with your project.
Thank you very much.
Now, the level of innovation and creativity at the Innibos National Craft competition gets better each year. We just spoke to Bhuda of Art Aid Africa, who is organizing the competition on this year's entries and who is eligible to enter the competition. We now take a quick break. Do stay with us on the show. We'll bring you a whole lot more when we return.
Hey, Baba.